Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And good afternoon, everybody. On this Super Sunday, welcome to the Archbishop Bryan Boys Basketball Network. We're slightly down Academy Road for a real big afternoon in Philadelphia Catholic League basketball, where your Archbishop Bryan Raiders are playing an away game here at Holy Family University versus the second place Roman Catholic Cahill Heights. And this is Ted Westervelt along with the great Billy Everett and Uncle Denny on the camera. Billy, good to see you.
Good to see you, Ted.
Well, we came off a nice victory against Egan, but which kept us in the playoff hunt. But today's just such a huge day in the Catholic League.
It is a really huge day. As Joe will tell you in his texts, he can finish anywhere from 6th place with a win and a couple things going his way, all the way down to 12th place.
Yeah, really, I mean, the biggest thing for Archbishop Bryan fans, if it's to keep it easy, an O'Hara loss to LaSalle
is the path in.
Is the path in, correct. Carroll, we have a tiebreaker over, but there are so many multiple tiebreakers, and we're going to start to go through some of that during the day.
Interesting enough, with LaSalle, we don't know. They're all everything football player who is.
He is. I do know. I don't want to step on your toes there. You were going to talk about Joey O'Brien, their phenomenal football player. I had a chance to talk to Bob Long. He said they're going to be at full capacity. Apparently, was in Louisiana yesterday.
Yes.
Coming back late last night, apparently.
Yeah.
So what I can tell you is that you can tune in to that game around 1:30. Just when this game's over, you'll catch the second quarter on Bob Long's Sports on his YouTube channel. His crew doing that LaSalle game, and that's the biggest game, I think, for Archbishop Bryan fans to pay attention to.
Given a little insight in that, Joey O'Brien is representing the Philadelphia Eagles as every team gets a player in the area for this particular event. So Joey was the selected event for the representatives of the Eagles. So he is at the Super Bowl, and now I've been told he wasn't coming. I've been told he was coming.
So we'll see whose sources are right. You can check that out at 1:30 on Bob Long Sports, LaSalle, O'Hara at LaSalle. So I think we're all LaSalle fans.
Yes.
In Raider Nation, but
we also are all Newman Goretti fans.
I think so as well. I think so as well. So Archbishop Bryan comes in at 5-7. They come off a victory against Egan, where they chased the game for 27 minutes, 28 minutes, and did a heck of a job to pull a victory out. So, thoughts on that Egan game?
They didn't come out with a lot of fire. We seen that early. Egan punched him in the mouth. Egan made a lot of shots early. Late in the game, interesting enough, we were able to wrestle the lead by pressuring Egan. And we just were able to win the game in the last couple minutes. They had a really tough turnover Egan
It was
late.
a good defense by Samaj Stone, our
And-
sophomore, probably one of our best defenders. When we talked about it on the broadcast, Matt Johnson had a great third
Matt,
quarter.
And more than Matt Johnson having a great game quarter, Matt Johnson, I think he was 8 for 9 from the foul line.
Yeah, he was really good, shot above average for them. And one of the themes we had talked about, our teams shooting over their average against Archbishop Bryant. Egan surely did that for 2.5 quarters. The game got a little sloppy, but I think a gutsy performance. Joe did a great job steering that plane, steering that ship in.
You know, something we didn't talk about during the game that I went back and looked at the stats. You know, Egan only had 7 turnovers in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we had 11, but which is better than, you know, which is you're livable with. But we just did such a good job late in the game and turning them over.
Matt Johnson had I think that might be a career high for him, 14 points.
It is. No, he had 18 points.
18, okay. And we have Seth at 9 and Samaj. I have him on official at 11, and Malik Hughes another good offensive performance tonight. So you can see in the foreground this is Roman Catholic's senior day. But why don't we go right into it as we're getting ready to tip off. Keys to victory for Archbishop Bryant, and then we can talk about some of the Roman guys we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, so again, Roman has really, really good length. They do have 3 senior starters today, so that's the only 3 seniors in their program. We're going to need to be able to take care of the ball, make shots, and on the defensive end, you might see Joey in some more of a zone today than usual with their length and their size. Obviously, you know, former great Mark Jackson has 2 sons on this team, Sharif, who's a senior, and Sammy, who's a junior. So they're really going to play. Roman likes to put you in a phone booth and make you uncomfortable.
Just elaborate on what do you mean by that?
They just want to squeeze it. They you know, where you have 50 you have 50 feet across. They're trying to make you play within 38. Okay, they're trying to do what they do best, and they're taking you out of what you do best.
I think one of the keys for Archbishop Bryant, I'm curious to see the matchup between Malik Hughes and Sharif Jackson. What we've seen the last 3 games for our guy Malik is that he's been really effective with that jumper from about 14, 15, 16 feet. Do they recognize that? Does that pull Jackson away from the basket and open up some more space for him?
That's a really good point. That's going to happen. And again, he is so efficient around that 14, 15 feet. Like, they're not easy shots, but that kid, he does a really good job. Question and point on the other end is Malik's going to have his hands full because we're going to see Sharif Jackson has phenomenal footwork. And he's going to have his hands filled, you know, guarding him down low.
And the final thing, I think it's obvious, but taking care of the basketball is going to be paramount. What does the junior Matt Johnson do with the ball? Can he get to that 6, 7, 8 assist level? How does Samaj Stone handle the basketball? Samaj real good in the paint. You know, can he maintain that against his team? So that's some of the things I think our fans want to be looking out for. Let's talk about some of the key guys for the Cahillites who are sitting in second place tied with, who are they tied with? They're tied with Devon Prep.
They are, but they do have the tiebreaker.
And they have the tiebreaker. So obviously St. Joe Prep running the table at this point.
St. Joe Prep is undefeated, does play Father Judge today.
And that's a noon tip-off.
St. Joe Prep has had for when you're talking about an undefeated 1 seed, they've had a lot of close games.
It's a tough league, right? You've talked about it, but that's real quick. Let's go to some of the key players. Actually, what do you got on Sammy Jackson, Sharif's brother? I think that's the kind of underlying story. You look at his numbers off the charts.
Yeah. So Sammy is projected as a high D1 player.
Sure.
Has really good range, has really good length. Is much thinner than his brother, you know. So
yeah, they're both different.
Built different.
Right.
You know, where Sharif is just a rock solid post guy.
I had cumulative stats from the great Huck Palmer, who always gives us some great stats. So I actually had him at like 85% from the stripe, 35% from 3. So he's as a team, Roman Catholic, not big numbers 3-point wise, but he does. He's going to be the problem, I think, for Archbishop Bryan. Can they defend on the perimeter?
Part of why the numbers aren't there sometimes with a Roman Catholic team is they put you in the phone booth. They slow the game down.
Are they an under team, so to speak?
They're an under.
They're an under team. And that's a credit to Coach McNesby, Coach Chris McNesby.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, he's dialing up every play, everything that happens. They've been through this time and time in practice, and interesting enough, I talked about this last year as these guys were getting ready to play each other, but Joey and Chris know each other really well. Same neighborhood, Calvary guys.
Right. That's why Joe Sinai is having a heart attack that he can't be here tonight.
Yeah.
But I want to get to that too, because I think the coach matchup is important too.
Yes.
When you play against Roman, you're playing against not just the 5 players you're playing against that coach. And I think that battle for Joey, he loves it.
Yeah, well, he probably didn't sleep last night.
I didn't. Well, real quick, we were talking about the key players. Tyler Sutton is their guard who transfers from the George School. We have
Tyler Sutton is a local Frankfurt kid that is a dynamite, top 25 or 30 guy in the country.
13 points per game, around 6 assists.
And you'll see him. He's very flashy. He's really skilled. So you're going to see some exciting basketball from him. He is a sophomore, so there's a lot more coming of Tyler Sutton.
Sebastian Edwards, he's a 4-year player for them.
Yes, he's a 4-year guy that's been in the varsity program for
10 per game, and makes all his foul shots.
Yeah, and just does a lot right for them.
We are going to get ready. I hate to interrupt you, Billy, but we're going to get ready for the prayer and national anthem on this Super Sunday. Billy Everett and Ted Westervelt coming to you live from Holy Family University in the Great Northeast. And our mics are going to stay hot, and we're going to go live. And happy Super Sunday, everybody. Archbishop Bryan playing for their playoff lives today. High drama here in Northeast Philadelphia at Holy Family University. This is Ted Westervelt bringing you today's action along with Billy Everett and, of course, the indomitable Uncle Denny on our camera. Bryan with their away reds on, Bill. We talked about it. I think Denny talked about it too. I love the away reds, blood reds. They look phenomenal. Starters for today. It's going to be the same starting lineup with the exception of Senior Day, probably the second half of the season for Archbishop Bryan. They're going to go Malik Hughes, number 15. Samaj Stone, number 13. Seth Gay, number 5. He'll look to get hot today. And the guard, Matt Johnson, and number 3, our senior. We didn't talk about this in the intro, is Brandon Russell. What his impact on the game is going to be today.
This is a game when, we talked about it the other day, and this is a game where, in order for Ryan to win, it's got to come through Brandon Russell.
He's got to have one of those 18 to 20 point games, limit the turnovers, play downhill, cause fits, and Roman's getting ready to introduce their starting lineup today. You know, it's been a little bit less than a year since the last time these two teams got together, Billy, in one of the most, and it's not hyperbole, one of the most exciting, drama-filled basketball games in Philadelphia high school history, with the unfortunate 6 seconds that we don't speak about. But the Archbishop Ryan team has pretty much turned over completely from contributing players. Does that have any hangover? Is there a little bit extra on that for the Ryan guys?
Fortunately, in this situation, not many of them played. A couple of them were part of the team. So I think that, you know, they should have some motivation to know what occurred and, you know, how devastating of a loss that was. You know, me personally, it was a rough day or two.
Yeah, I bet. I was with you. It took a while to get over that game, but we move on, and it's a new era in basketball, and Coach McNesby trying to become the first team since Carl Aragale did it back, I think, but they went 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Right. He's trying to win 3
which
Philadelphia Catholic League championships, which with the level of talent in this league is phenomenal.
And you would never know it because he's such a humble guy. You know, Chris is a really, really humble, good human being, and you know he just knows how to win.
And here we go with Roman Catholic in their home whites, purple and gold checkers down the side. Gold trim, purple letters and numbers. Ryan in their blood reds, black with white trim. And here we go. We have basketball in the first possession. Good communication by the officials. It's going to stick to Archbishop Ryan. That's number 3, Tyler Sutton, in front of your screen right there with Matt Johnson. Brandon Russell.
Roman comes out in a man-to-man. We could see Malik drawing Sharif far from the basket.
A little out of control for Brandon in
that's
there.
not how we want to start the game.
Here comes Roman's first possession. Again, that's sophomore Tyler Sutton. And that's number 14, C.J. Miller with the miss. And here comes Samaj Stone up the floor. Early action here. Stone to his left, kicks. He's going to put one up. He's heavy. And that's a rebound by Sammy Jackson. And you can see the different looks in the brothers. Sammy's going to be a handful for Samaj. Samaj draws that mark. They go inside. Travel.
Very fortunate there.
Turnover for Archbishop Ryan. Still no score. Joe Zaglinski in your foreground calling the play. Both teams.
As we can see here, they continue to pull Sharif far from the basket is what you really want to do.
Matt left, probes, looks, doesn't find anything, picks up his dribble, gets it to Stone.
This is the stuff we talk about. You know, they're really, that's a tough shot. They're not operating on 50 feet of the floor. They're using about 38, and that's what Roman tries to make you do.
So a miss there by Russell. Up comes Roman. Sutton. Sammy Jackson. Little dish. Roman relaxed. Number 14, Miller. And that'll start it off for the Cahillites. That was a 2. Six minutes left in this first quarter.
Joey
nice
running
cut.
the back door. Good job, Seth Gay.
Seth Gay with the bucket. Nice job. He is correct.
And you know that's a play that doesn't always work late in the Catholic League because he runs it so much and so well.
I was about to say he ran that early. Oh my goodness, we've been watching too much basketball. Too early. Thanks for tuning in. Please send the link to your friends. That's short.
And they're leaving Miller wide open.
Yes,
That's
his
third attempt.
Here comes Matt. Seth. Step around. Nice defense by Roman.
Yeah. Oh,
Russell, good dish to Hughes. Hughes takes the big
Good
boy to the
job.
hole and scores. That's Malik Hughes. And Ryan with an early lead.
really good job there by Brandon Russell, keeping that from being a turnover, tipping it to himself, and making that assist.
I like their energy. You can just tell on their feet just from Friday night, a little bit more active. Here's Miller with the ball. Looks, he shoots, forces one up. No. Nice box out. Samaj Stone with a rebound. And here comes Roman with some pressure. Russell playing downhill. He's going to take it to the hole. Gets the foul.
Yeah. And interesting enough, Roman does not play a lot of guys. And because they don't, you've seen them in foul trouble in some of the games that I've watched this year.
And that's the first foul. Did we see who they got that on, that foul?
That foul was on. I seen him call 3, which would be Tyler Sutton.
Okay, we're going to give it to him. And it's a 6-2. Russell with both free throws. It's Tyler Sutton, number 3.
Again, they're leaving Miller wide open. And they're trying to double on Sharif.
Sammy Jackson brings the ball low. Malik Hughes,
Oh.
gets caught with the foul.
And that will be his second.
They're having trouble with the scoreboard. So
Yeah.
they're putting up, are they putting fouls up for us? And that's heavy. It's a miss for Sharif Jackson.
That was a tough one there.
Malik Hughes a transfer from
Roman Catholic.
From Roman Catholic, so game has a little bit of bump for him too. Sammy Jackson misses 2. I'm sorry, Sharif Jackson, my apologies. And Archbishop Ryan with a chance, with a good possession here. Matt Johnson, guarded by Miller. Russell. Oh, some space for Johnson. No.
Good job.
Spins.
Yes.
Goes up. Reverses. No.
Too hard.
Yep, too hard. Rebound Jackson. Wow, to the left block.
Yeah.
Nice block by Brandon Russell.
Yeah, and Sutton can get a little wild at times. Instead of setting them in a set there, he attacked the rim, and really good job by Russell there.
Bill Everett and Ted Westervelt checking in from Holy Family University. There's a 3. C.J. Miller seems to be the scorer for.
Has all their points.
Yeah. Ryan with a 1-point lead, 3:35. Nice cut. Hughes to the bucket. Found it. Good. Malik Hughes.
Good job by Malik.
That's a big play.
Fouls on Miller.
Checking in, Dwayne Ruffin, freshman. Checks in for Roman Catholic, and Hughes makes the old-fashioned 3. He has 5 points this quarter. It's a 9-5 game. 3:20. Super Sunday. Super Sunday in the PCL as well. Lots of stuff going on. Ryan fighting for the playoff lives. Oh, there's a little scoop there.
Good job.
Giving Jackson some fits. Gets it up. No, good. Who gets the floorboard? Roman does. Sharif Jackson bucket.
Good job there by Matt Johnson.
That was a
fouling him.
good hustle play on both sides.
Yeah. The ball didn't fall to the way they want it.
9-7. Ryan leads. Russell and Sebastian Edwards. Russell's going to hand off to Hughes. Hughes is going to pop from far away. No. Just inside the 3. In and out. And that's number 4, Edwards. That's no. The freshman with the rebound, Ruffin.
Yeah, that's tough.
That can't happen.
And this can't happen because that's a bucket.
And he backs him down and scores. It's tough for Malik Hughes there.
Yeah, and you can't take a chance of getting a foul there. He's too important for us.
No, we need to box out on that offensive to take away that offensive rebound. But Ryan's still in a good position here, tied at 9. The ball. Kick, fire, short. Okay, with the miss, and here comes the freshman, heavy, and they're going to get over the top on Sammy Jackson. It's 3 team fouls for Roman. Mark Anthony Gallagher checks in for Seth Gay. Let's see if Mark Anthony can get hot here. Please, if you can, send the link to your friends. Start your Super Sunday off. Get it on the big screen TV, on the smart TV, as you prep for Super Bowl. Catholic League action here.
Very similar. These two met last year on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes, they did. Hughes, hop, fire, contest. Hughes thought he was fouled. He may have been. Here comes Edwards up the floor. Ooh, gets away with that pass. Russell comes in, and they get the charge.
Really good job of Russell getting set. I didn't think he could get set. He did a really good job stepping into that and creating that. Really good job.
So it's a 4th team foul. Ryan will be shooting free throws if they can.
Yeah. And that's something we would like to see with, Roman always being known to have not use their bench much. Here comes the play.
Hughes to his right, hard. He goes up. Good. Malik Hughes
Really, really.
gives Ryan a lead. That's Sammy Jackson on the ball. He dishes to the freshman, Ruffin. They give Ruffin the space. Ruffin fires. Doesn't go. Here comes Russ, our big Russ, down the floor. 45 seconds.
Look for them to run a set here for maybe get Mark Gallagher involved.
How long into the clock here? It's 35 seconds.
I would use the clock. They are now trying to pressure. And
Matt
good
Johnson.
job, Matt.
They went after Matt high, and Matt beat them. A nice bucket for Matt. Bodies fly. Bucket for Tyler Sutton, who that probably should be at least a warning. 15 seconds. Ryan up 2. Matt Johnson. Guarded by Sutton.
There we can run the same play.
5 seconds left, and Ryan will maintain possession.
And a really good quarter by Ryan. They've done a lot right here in this quarter.
4. Hughes, Gallagher, off a little screen. They get back. Doesn't get off in time, but I'll take it. Archbishop Ryan up to 13-11 at the end of the first quarter. Billy, what do you got?
I thought it was a really good, well-played quarter by Ryan. They did not let the presence of Sharif Jackson. He had the one bucket where he was able to pin down Malik, but we didn't see a lot of that, and that's the key. When we played Devon Prep the other day and we were battling, and it was a tie score at halftime, and they started to get away a little bit in the third quarter, it was all the pin downs that they did.
Right.
The pin downs, it was just basket after basket after basket. So the fact that we did not see a lot of that in the first quarter is a really good sign.
I want to take a minute to make sure we let everybody know about Friends of Ryan. Friends of Ryan and the March 29th at the Philadelphia Ballroom, their winter social, big fundraiser. They do a great job. The fundraiser, the tickets are online. If you go to Friends of Ryan's Facebook page, just do Friends of Ryan and it'll come right up. You'll get to see all the information about the event on March 29th. Rumor has it Joe Sinai will be breaking out his Z Cavaricis for the night and do a little dancing like he used to do back in the day. But we're going to talk about some of the sponsors for that event later on. But please make sure you check out Friends of Ryan on their Facebook page or online at Friends of Ryan. So we have action again here in the
Same five. We're coming out with the same
Yep.
five so far. We've only seen 6 guys from both teams.
short bench. Typical at the end of the season in playoffs. That's 3 Tyler Sutton dishing off to the freshman.
Yeah, and
Nothing.
Russell's doing a good job there and not allowing the pin down. You know, someone might be open, but it's better than the guy being open for the pin down.
Oh, and doesn't go. The 3 doesn't go down, but the rebound by Sharif Jackson, and that foul's going to be on Russ. I think I have him as his first. Ryan up 2. Super Sunday. And another miss.
That's Sharif's third.
No,
missed
don't
foul
say
shot.
it. Don't say it.
Oh,
Don't say it.
he is a 60% shooter for
Yeah.
the year.
There you go. There you go.
You know he's going to make it now.
Yes, he did.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to do that.
13-12. Early here in the second quarter, if you're just tuning in, Archbishop Ryan playing for their playoff live. Brandon Russell, athletic.
good job.
Wow.
Good job. You know how hard of a shot that is? He shot that with his left hand.
Give us a 3-point lead. And another miss, and a wrestle for the ball. They're going to go jump ball.
Ryan Ball. Good job by Malik hanging in there. You know, he's probably given up 50 pounds in that.
Probably. Number 4 checks in, Sebastian Edwards for Sammy Jackson. Archbishop Ryan gets in comfortably with an O'Hara loss at LaSalle. That game starts at 1:30 on the Bob Long Sports Network. You can check on that when we're done. Mark Anthony Gallagher
Good shot there. Good job.
saying, look at me.
Good screen there.
A 5-point game. And a block by Hughes. I'll tell you what, this Dwayne Ruffin, he's not afraid as a first
No,
player.
he's not afraid.
Russell takes care of him, and Sammy Jackson's going to check in for him. They go back to their original starting lineup, Roman does, and Ryan holding a 5-point lead. Jackson, short. Here comes Russ. He stumbles, gets the ball to Mark Anthony Gallagher, and a foul. It's a good foul.
Fouls on Miller. And what Ryan's doing here, Ted, is they're giving up an open shot to make sure that there is no domination of Sharif on the box. So you can see Russell leaving his guy and helping in that situation, which it's really good adjustment by Joe. Joe's seen some things over the last couple of games that probably needed the help of that.
Gallagher tries a look. He's going to drive. Oh, nice dish.
Good job.
Nice job by Miller there to get that deflection. I think Joe wanted Mark Anthony to kind of take that to the hoop himself.
Yeah.
I know that because he said it right in front of us.
Even if he makes that pass, which was a really good pass, it's a tough finish.
Russell with the stab step. Good. Brandon Russell. (19-12). That was just a 2, Billy.
Yes, I did know that.
Ooh, he may have picked that foot up there. That's
This
number
is
3,
what we
Sutton.
talked about,
Yep.
getting a little out of control. You know, I'm sure Chris doesn't want all the ball pounding on the ground.
Short, up, no. Where's the ball fall? Archbishop Ryan has it. Matt Johnson. And a good timeout by I'll
Joe.
tell you what, you want to know why this guy's a great coach? There you go, right there.
Yeah, he's seen the situation. And look, that's looking out for your guy. Like, your guy was put in a bad spot, getting a rebound.
Right.
Okay? On a hustle, he uses a 20-second timeout to assure him the ball. 5:36 left in the second quarter, up 7. And every possession is going to matter.
I'll tell you what, this game is moving along like the other games Ryan has played against those top 4 teams,
Yes.
right? In the game with leads.
And
The storyline is, when you see this, your eyes don't lie. You've been seeing, if they put that together for 4 quarters, it's
Yes, the difference between a couple of them other teams when they were in the battles with St. Joe Prep and Father Judge and Devon Prep, them teams are a little deeper. Father Judge is very deep. Roman's not very deep. And, if we're going to go with 6 or maybe 7, they're going to go with 6 or 7. So that is an advantage when another team does it. And they got some piling up fouls coming on, So hopefully we see some, another 3 or 4 fouls in this half and have some trouble.
Well, we'll see what happens with the pressure here. And they're just going to stay man and just pick the ball up. And here goes Matt Johnson.
This is where Matt is really good. He was really good even last year.
There's a trap. He's got to get it over, and he does. Oh, Mark Anthony Gallagher finds himself underneath the basket. And Anthony Gallagher, the senior, for Archbishop Ryan, his second bucket of the quarter.
Really good job.
And yes, that's Ryan up 21-12, right off out of the timeout.
Yeah. See, Russell, they're kind of like leaving 14 wide open, and they're doubling. It's a really good job. I'm sure that the Roman probably did not prepare for that. But look, they're fronting and backing Sharif.
Oh, and an offensive foul. Mark Anthony Gallagher fights through that screening, draws that foul. And just like we said, a foul accumulation. So number 5 checking in, that's Samaj Robinson. He's a junior.
I'm pretty good at this.
You are. Listen, listen. A broken clock is right at least twice a day. But you are. Archbishop Ryan in their road reds, giving Roman everything they got. Yeah. Oh, he got away with one there.
Yeah, he did.
Samaj Stone, sophomore. Lots of hands. You like that hand check there, too. I love it. Brandon Russell, guarded by Sebastian Edwards. Ryan in no hurry.
A double-digit lead would be huge.
Samaj Stone finds himself, gets some space up. No, he can't spin it off. Gets his own rebound. Mark Anthony Gallagher for 3. Yes! Mark Anthony Gallagher! And what do you know? Timeout.
They doubled him up, 24-12.
Wow, Archbishop Ryan up 24-12 and a timeout, and the bench is excited. Hey, everybody, I'm telling you, text your buddies, text your friends, text the alumni. Get them on this game. Get them on this game. Mark Anthony off the bench. We talked about it with Joe Sinai about, first of all, as a senior, he started the first few games. You come off, and Joe tweaked with the lineup a little bit. He inserted Seth as a starter. He embraced that role. That kid embraced that role, came off, and he's hit some big shots for Ryan all season. Not bigger than that. I mean, that's a great spot for him.
And you need someone for that. And I've been in that position.
As a player, or
no, as a parent,
as an interested observer.
I know, as a parent, the last couple of years.
It's tough.
I've been in that position where I've been in the lineup. I've been the first guy off the bench, and it got to the point where the kid's saying to me, "I actually like it."
Well, that's you talked about. Joe was talking.
You can accept it better as a parent when your kid says, "I actually like it."
It becomes it's a synergy, right? Because it fills roles. Now you are greater than the sum of your parts. Mark Anthony Gallagher with a big few minutes here in the second quarter. Roman with the ball, find themselves down 12.
And again, look, Joe's got his, and Joe's the greatest at cockamania defense. And we don't even know what it is. And that's what he's playing right now.
Well, guess
the guy's wide open at all times.
This defense is holding this Roman team to 1 point.
Yeah, and we can live with Ruffin trying to take a 10-footer at 5'6" every time.
And they kick to Gallagher. He's feeling it. Goes left. Foul line. Fade away. Good. Mark Anthony Gallagher. He should go looking for wallets, baby.
Yeah.
He's hitting everything. 26-12.
And again, Joe's playing a defense. The guy's wide open. And he's no confidence left. He has took 3 shots. And
the leaner, heavy off the glass. And Gallagher with the rebound. Have a quarter, son. And that's a foul.
Yeah, there's
absolutely.
Foul.
This defense has held Roman Catholic to 1 point this quarter. That's what I have him unofficial.
And they're gonna, and what it's also doing, Ted, it's going to make them play a way they're not used to playing, a style they're not used to playing.
And they're playing. Roman Catholic's playing for seeding here.
They are.
This is not a giveaway game.
No, it isn't. They're in the midst of being anywhere from 2 to 4.
And that's a big difference. Here comes Russ. Guarded by Edwards. Russ goes left. Edwards with good defense. Russ gets by. Oh, Brandon Russell with a
and a bounce on.
and a big boy play for Brandon Russell. And Archbishop Bryan with an answer. Get everybody on this game. Send the link. Ted Westerveld here with Billy Everett on the campus of Holy Family University.
Here we go. Here we go.
There's a three. That's
And we can live. And it's a really good job on defense what they're doing, and they're making guys take shots that they're not used to making.
28-12, 2:25 left. Brandon Russell, senior, with the ball.
And now we have Samaj Robinson guarding Brandon Russell, who just came into the game. Let's see if we can take advantages. And Russell's got about 6 inches on him. There we go.
Nice
Just
pass
what
by
we
Matt.
talked about. Oh,
Ball's going to stay. Lost the ball. We're here at a low vantage point. Sometimes we can't see some of the stuff that goes underneath.
Yeah.
Did he get it? Was that a slap or did it go off a foot?
it went off a foot.
Inbounds play for the Raiders. Got to get it in. And somewhere, Coach Mark Heimerdinger is wringing his hands about the Mr. Inbounds play himself. But
It's really important we get the ball in balance here and try to run something. All right, good.
There you go. We'll take it. Samaj Stone.
How about if I would like to see the ball back in Brandon's hands here, and maybe we can create another foul or two.
Is Ryan going to take one out of Coach McNesby's book and bleed some clock here?
Yeah. Coach McNesby's really good at that. But you know what he's really good at? He's good at it, but then he finds a layup.
This is Matt Johnson, guarded by Sebastian Edwards. He's a senior.
All right, we got Samaj Robinson again on Russell.
A little bit of a careless play there. Here's Russ. Finds Samaj. He spins, plants. Here comes Matt. The jumper, no good.
Pull it out.
Oh, Samaj Stone keeps the rebound alive, as he often does. Malik Hughes not able to keep it. Let's see what this defense can do. 28-12.
And man,
holding them to 1 point this quarter so far.
There's the pin down we talked about. I think that is Malik's second. I think I called him for a second earlier.
That is his second. They run off of Jackson there. Robinson hits it. It's a big three for Roman.
Yeah, it's really big.
Real big.
And again, it's the one time they've left the guy wide open constantly, and it's the one time they made him pay.
Now you're going to see a little bit more pressure defense by. Oh, I can't get the bounce there by Roman, and they get a rebound. Oh, Samaj Robinson coming with some instant offense here, making himself dangerous, and that foul is on.
That foul's on Gallagher. They called it on Gallagher, number 11.
And Sammy Jackson to the line. As I said, he's a real good free throw shooter. I think I have him at like 84% on the year. He makes the first. And both. And it's an 11-point lead for Archbishop Ryan and double team pressure. So Johnson's going to get it to Stone and they break it.
Yeah.
Oh, Malik Hughes goes early to the basket and good.
Wow.
There's a player who's feeling real good.
Yeah, he's feeling real good against his old buddies.
Takes the lead back up to 13, but 20 seconds left. A great first half. You couldn't write it any better. How did they get out of it here? 14 seconds. The big guy's going to set a screen here. Sutton.
Whoa!
Sutton, it goes. And that is the way. Well, unless Matt gets this goes in. Tyler Sutton possibly getting away with a walk there. 30-19, your Raiders up on Roman Catholic.
Really, really good half. And you're going to see some adjustments now. They're going to go in there and they're going to realize, okay, somebody's not being guarded at all times in order to, keep this game where it is and not have Sharif get a lot of touches. I mean, the limit of touches that Sharif has had is the main key here in what they're doing. So obviously Joe dialed this up Friday night, went to practice on Saturday, and put in one of his junk defenses that he's famous for.
But you say that with love because it's
yes.
Listen, you saw what it did to Roman there. So if you're just tuning in, Archbishop Ryan up 11. The first half went so well. We just gave a little bit of a summary there. But the reality is this team is fighting for their playoff lives. A win here gets them into the playoffs. I know everybody wants to know what the deal is. There are so many different
I'm pretty confident.
Go ahead.
A win here
gets them in.
Gets them a home game.
Gets him 7. So it's so funny. I'm trying to find my good buddy Bob Long. He did a great job of breaking some stuff down, albeit it's through the eyes of LaSalle. If you go on Bob Long Sports, go on his X, also Twitter page, you'll see some of the actual contingencies. But the big thing is, and the simple thing is, Carroll and O'Hara lose, we're in good shape. We're in, because I think there are options that do not find us in.
Yeah, the confusing thing right now, Ted, is who's playing at 12 and who's playing at 1:30. Who canceled the JV game because of the Eagles, and who did not. So
Bonner's at 1 o'clock. They're at West. I know that 'cause I saw that online.
Okay, so here we go. I got a halftime score of St. Joe Prep 30, Father Judge 29. I've also got a score of Newman Goretti 41-32 over Archbishop Ryan at halftime. Archbishop Wood, excuse me.
So we have a tiebreaker with Wood.
We do.
And that's always a good thing. So
if Wood loses, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yes,
they need
them and O'Hara will be O'Hara and Carroll.
Carroll has a very limited ways to get in. Interesting enough, Carroll
and they may have the best player in the league.
Well, Carroll did not play with Luca Foster or Munir Gregg on Friday night.
Oh, really?
And they might not. They're injured. They might not be playing today. But Archbishop Carroll can still have life with their big guy Drew Carrero coming back for the state playoffs. So, but we might not see Archbishop Carroll in the PCL playoffs.
Here's an opportunity for Ryan to get to 7th with a victory today. If it ends up a 5-way tie, it goes LaSalle. If LaSalle wins and Ryan Wood wins, it goes LaSalle 6, Ryan 7, Wood 8, West 9, Newman 10 with a Wood win. So Newman Goretti, there are scenarios. That's how crazy it is. There are scenarios that Newman Goretti could lose but still be in the playoffs.
Well, Newman's 6 already. Newman's got 6 wins. I can't see Newman not being in.
But I don't know the tiebreakers so I have to pull the schedule up. But obviously Ryan, where their losses come from.
And the big reason why you want Carroll not to be in your tiebreakers if it's a 4-way or a 5-way tiebreaker, because if it gets down to who beat the better seeds,
correct,
Carroll. But if Ryan pulls this off, this is where Joey's talking about, hey, if this happens and we get another game go our way, we could be, a win here is going to get him a home game.
Yep. If again, for the most direct, if you want to watch the game at 1:30, the O'Hara LaSalle game will be on Bob Long Sports.
I'm sure Bob would be happy to.
Bob actually told me that it's senior day at LaSalle, which is another reason why O'Brien, I think, maybe wanted to come back too.
But he's not a senior.
He's not a senior? I thought he was.
He's a senior in basketball, but he's a junior.
Gotcha.
His basketball career ends in 2 weeks.
I gotcha. Thank you very much. So
He'll be signing with someone that's going to be paying him a lot of money
Yeah.
to play college football.
He's that good, huh?
Yeah, he's a Sunday guy.
Yeah, is he really?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's why
Someone's going to be
enjoyed
paying
we enjoyed his performance.
Yeah.
To watch that, I mean, it was he's a good player.
The coaches find it cute now that are going to LaSalle, the football coaches, to watch him play. They won't find him cute when he signs with one of them.
No.
Basketball will not be part of the docket.
But that game's on Bob Long Sports at 1:30, so I think, it's the most direct. If you want to know if Ryan's going to be in the playoffs, a win right now, they're in. They're in with possible even home game. We could be doing a home game, which would be phenomenal. And if things don't go as they may go, that game at 1:30 is going to be so very important.
The Wood game's really important too.
I
know some people have some theories there, but Wood losing also is a big help to us.
Yeah. Let me throw this at you. If we were sitting around having a couple and talking about it and said, you know what, our coach beat Carl Aragale and Coach Moscow, and he's fighting for 7, 8, 9, 10, you would tell me I was crazy.
Well, you can add Chris McNesby in there.
And listen, crazy.
He can be an 8 seed and have beaten Aragale, Moscow, and McNesby.
Could you imagine?
Some of this is fun. The parity of the league this year, I mean, last year had a lot of stars.
Yes, I think you're right. I think that last year was a very
and the year before had it a lot of stars too.
And you're by the way, you're seeing it. We'll talk about that too. I want to ask you next how you spent your day yesterday.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like we're watching Saturday afternoon stuff.
Yeah.
Right. You're sitting Saturday afternoon. You're like, I remember that kid. He played at Newman. And I'm watching Baylor.
Yeah, you're watching Baylor.
You're
right.
like, what?
Yeah. That's interesting.
But to your point about the parity, I think maybe the top end is kind of maybe
they're just a little better.
A little bit.
It's not like past years where you're getting in a 2 seed playing a 9 and it's a 25-point game.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like listen, I got news for you. If I was St. Joe Prep, I'd be and I'm not saying that to be flippant in any way. I think that coach is going to be over prepared.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he went in as a fate. He went in and lost already a home playoff game. They don't want to lose. They're on a mission, but they got to respect whoever comes in because guess what? You walk in and play West.
Yeah.
They can shoot the lights out.
Yeah, and you can't shoot the lights out there. Matter of fact, you're lucky you don't hit the ceiling in half your shots.
Well, listen, we were talking about they're back on. They're back on the court here, Ryan, getting ready to start about 2 minutes from starting the second half. But tell me about your trip yesterday.
So interesting enough, as for some of them, Thomas Sorber comes through my basketball tree. So when his school got announced freshman year they're closed, I got Thomas to come to our banquet. Thomas walked in and Joe's like, who's that? So needless to say, Joe got involved. Coach P got very involved.
Yeah.
Coach P, matter of fact, did a lot of driving sophomore year with him. So we
and for those of you who don't, just so we're 100% clear, Thomas came through the program, was one of the co-MVP of the league, and is at Georgetown and one of the best players in the Big East at Georgetown. So go ahead.
So, my son being one of Thomas's best friends, we buy tickets to go to Newark. We go see him play at Newark. But interesting enough, I bought tickets to the wrong game. I bought tickets to February 8th. So I'm there fighting and arguing. They won't let me in. I have to buy new tickets. So all of a sudden, I have tickets now for February 8th. So me and my younger son Cole went down yesterday and seen Thomas and seen the game.
They played Seton Hall. Georgetown played Seton Hall.
He had 13 and 11.
That's his 8th double-double, 9th double-double on the season.
And for the people, for the community, Archbishop Ryan, Thomas is going to be a great ambassador of Archbishop Ryan for many, many, many years to come because that's him. The most impressive thing I seen yesterday, and he was the only kid that did it. There was like 25 people of media at the table. He came out of the huddle to start the game and he fist bumped every single one of them.
He's a great kid.
So I mean, them people there must think, whoa, we're talking about a kid. It's a lottery pick. Whether it be this year or next year.
Right.
He's a lottery.
Well, it's funny. I was driving and my phone blows up a little bit because ESPN put out and they had him going possibly if he decides to come out as high as 14th.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. I've seen him in so many different ones, and the lowest he's been is 20.
Does it all. Does it all. Speaking of doing it all, our good friend Darren Williams at Florida Gulf Coast. I know he's getting more and more visibility this second part of the season. We got Rocco Marabito at Gannon. Gannon's like, they're from the PSAC. Have they lost? They don't think they've lost a league game, have they?
2 or 3 really good years.
Luke Boyd. Luke Boyd, one of my favorite basketball players at Archbishop Ryan. Hurt in the beginning of the year. I was talking to Gavin Reed, who's filming in a little bit, but he's getting appearances. Dom Vasquez at where's he at? He's at Arcadia. Arcadia. He was a 4-year player. I can't believe he's a senior. We're getting old, man. He's a senior.
Jalen Sneed at Gwinnett Mercy.
Sneed's at Gwinnett Mercy.
Tomasco's at Temple.
He's at Temple. I think he's a redshirt junior.
Yep.
Aaron Lemon Warren is down. Where is he? He's at Langford. I think it's called Langford.
Yeah.
He's down there. So our guy's doing. Oh, how about getting Minas Masekis at the Fighting Campbells?
Yes.
He's a grad year.
5-year guy. Yeah.
He's a 5-year guy. He was another one of my favorites.
Yeah, he was a really solid.
He was just Mr. Fundamental type and just did everything.
We got a lot of guys playing college basketball.
We got a lot of guys in this program playing college basketball. We've been blessed these last 6, 7, 8 years. There's 2 proud programs. There's not just one.
Yeah.
Big program on the floor here tonight. Archbishop Ryan is a gosh darn proud basketball program, especially in this last decade.
The culture that was built. And we do see a change here for the second half. Mark Anthony Gallagher will be starting the second half.
He's hot.
Yeah. And Joe's known to do that, work the hot hand. And once again, they're leaving somebody wide open. They've left Robinson. Robinson is starting the second half for Roman, and they're leaving him wide open.
And he misses. And Stone battles with Sammy Jackson for the rebound. Sammy gets it.
Yeah, this is a tough spot right here.
They double. And Sharif Jackson.
Up and under there is really tough. That's Sharif's game.
And a turnover. And now the lead to 9. Who'd they get that on?
They got that on Matt Johnson.
That's his first.
There's Sharif attacking the basket. Really tough to stop.
Yep. Lead to 7, just like that, and a steal. They missed the layup. Samaj comes down, and he gets a break. It's fouled.
Foul on Miller.
That was Sebastian Edwards.
Oh, sorry about that. Actually, Miller is not starting the second.
No. Here comes Matt over the timeline. They got Gallagher. Oh, they get the lob, and it's good! Wow! Malik Hughes on the slam, big time. Ryan with a good answer. Sammy Jackson, Samaj Stone.
This is where we want to keep Sharif. We want to keep him far from the basket, out of the paint. And this guy's wide open.
Wide open. That's number 5, Samaj Robinson, who's made a difference since he's come in the ballgame.
A good job having Russell there, being able to see over the trap.
Gallagher tries to find some space on the big Jackson. He gets double teamed, and he gets his way out of it. No hurry. Ryan should be in no hurry.
No hurry.
32-25. Ryan with the lead.
Here comes the backdoor play. It's they sniffed that one out.
Stone
on the curl.
Ooh, he might have gotten away with a walk there. And I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not jinxing it. Another bucket for Hughes.
Good for him.
Yes, sir. Lead up to 9.
I guess, he felt like he didn't have a place at Roman, and look at this. Long.
Ryan with the ball. Thank you for checking in on the YouTube channel. Please send the link to your friends. My man back from the military, Jack Drybelbis.
Great kid.
Hey, Jackie boy. Basketball alum.
Yeah, he liked to get him up.
Soccer alum.
Yeah, soccer alum. Come off a big injury. Come back his senior year.
Russell with the foul line jumper.
Wow.
Good. Brandon Russell. He's got 10.
Let's continue to keep Sharif out of the paint. Double on him still. Live with 5, making the shots that he's made.
Oh, that's a good look. Blocked! Big Sharif with the rebound and blocked by Russell again. Joe wants to foul before the shot.
Fouls on Gallagher.
Mark Anthony Gallagher doing a heck of a job. I have him with 2, but we got to check. This is the last game of the season. Across the entire PCL.
And it's always, it's a fun day that's the Super Bowl, but it's always a sad day that it's the last game of the PCL.
It is.
There's nothing better than Monday night PCL.
I'll tell you what. And he misses a big one there.
Yes. Good job by Matt. How about Matt the last 3 or 4 quarters, how big he's been?
Here comes Russ downhill. No foul called, and a block. There it is. On
That's
44.
Really they're calling it on the floor.
Coach McNesby with a wry smile. And Russell's going to go to the line.
It's hard not to call that a shooting foul.
Well, where are they going?
They are calling a shooting foul now.
Yeah.
They did call it on the floor. That's a hard spot right there to call that that non-shooting foul as he attacked the rim, and they didn't even blow the whistle till the rim hit the ball. The ball hit the rim.
Right. Sometimes the official waits for the play to fully develop before making a call, which is actually a really good technique. You don't want to call anything too soon. But there was a little confusion there. But we got it all straightened out. Big Russ at the line. Senior, Brandon Russell. 78% from the line this year. Good.
Really good job there.
It's funny, Billy, sitting close. We sat close the other night, too. You can just see how more composed he's just relaxed. He's in a good place.
Yeah. And these guys, they're no longer the ones that are sophomores.
You ain't a sophomore no more.
And Malik is a very, Malik has not played a lot. So this is now time where, you're seeing more and more from him. This is not what we want. We can live with that.
Yeah. No, I can't live with that. Sammy Jackson hits a 3. He's good from out there. 37-29 and a steal. Here comes Sammy Jackson, number 1. Oh, and they're going to get Malik on a... Wow. That'll be 3 on Malik.
That's 3 on him. Tough foul there, but it was going to be a 3-on-1 at that point,
Bench is calling saying that that's 2. They're trying to get that official.
They're in a zone now. They've come out of their man where they were doubling Sharif. They're now in a zone.
Sutton.
Oh!
Sharif Jackson gets away with a push. And he just takes Samaj Stone to the woodshed there. Nothing Samaj could do. No good from 3.
Tough shot there.
Sharif Jackson showing up in this third quarter for sure. 7 points this quarter. He's rolling down. Russell gets him in a foul. It's going to go on Russ. You can feel it coming from the first few moments of this quarter. They were going to get Sharif involved. And they have. He makes it.
Yeah, they got Matt caught in the corner there, and a good timeout. But it also might be a good timeout, Ted, there to use to get some composure, let them understand, hey, listen, we still got a lead. We have to play through this. The tempo has changed with Roman being down so much that they ended up putting on the pressure, and the game's changed a little bit. So we got to get the game back in.
Yeah, we got 3:40 left in this third quarter. Ryan's only had, I think Ryan has only had 2 points this quarter. Sorry, 4 points this quarter. Say hi to Mr. Lou Peltzer legendary Mr. Lou Peltzer, for checking in. Thank you so much.
We have a change coming here with Seth Gay returning to the lineup.
Question from some of our listeners, Billy. When was the last time Ryan beat Roman?
Last year? This day last year?
There you go.
Yeah. Last game of the regular season.
What was that score?
61-54.
Not that you were you there?
Unfortunately, I wasn't. My kid, Cole, broke his femur.
Oh, that's right.
My kid had 13 points in the game, but I was not personally there.
So ask and you shall receive on our YouTube channel. Again, thanks for tuning in. (37-34). Ryan with the ball. Have to break the press.
Yes, really important. And it's going to be tough seeing over that. We need this. We might need like some odds to be able to see over that, or Malik getting in tough spots.
And good pressure again good defense by Roman. Like you said, when you see sitting here court side, they are very long. Samaj Robinson has been a spark for them, picking up the ball.
Yes, he's been a really good spark. And they dug deep for him. They didn't put him in until late in the second quarter.
Used with a little shake, defended by Sharif, and that's going to get picked.
Yeah, what a great play. He's showing his athleticism there.
Russell
Yeah.
gets him with the body.
And he's yelling and screaming. I mean, he hit him 4 times. Come on.
Fouls on Russ. Third quarter, all Roman Catholic.
Yes.
Sebastian Edwards.
And we knew we were going to take a punch in the mouth in the third quarter. It's just, can we sustain it and go from there? And right now, that's not happening.
The lead to 1. They get
This
to
is where
Russell.
we want the ball. At least he can see over things.
And that ball stolen again. And just like that,
It's a carbon copy of the other night, Ted.
yep,
But it was,
Stone for foul line jumper. No good.
I don't know why we're settling for that. We had 3-on-1.
And that takes a foul. I don't think Coach wanted to take that.
No,
quick.
and the body language is not great right now
Right.
either, Ted.
I mean, do you take a timeout if you already did?
He just did, and you know we're also now in the bonus, so they're shooting 2.
Sebastian 3 for 3 this quarter from the foul line. His only points of the day. Cahillites up 2. And they go to the floor. Matt Johnson, but it's going to be
Ryan ball.
Archbishop Ryan possession. Nice hustle by Matt.
Well, Ted, it looks like we better get back to some of them scores.
Give me what you got. Kickball. This pressure from Roman Catholic is intense.
Really
Russ,
intense.
double team. They get the ball over. And and there's a foul. So that's a third foul this half for this quarter, for Roman. 2:26 left. Ryan at 5 in the bone. Ryan gave Roman the bonus, so they're shooting free throws every time there's a foul.
Yeah.
Russell gets the
dribble.
he shows the ball, jump ball.
You know, when things are falling apart, right now, Joey's not, he's not going into the bench. He's living and dying with who he has and who his guys have been.
At this point, when you get in this late in the game, it's tough to get somebody off. I mean, just in general, it's tough for someone to come off the bench and if they're not in any rhythm. We're at the 2-minute mark. Ryan find themselves down 2.
Wide open, Robinson.
Wide open,
long,
heavy.
Long.
And they're going to get
Sharif.
They're going to get Sharif with a foul. Let's see if we can hear the PA, how many we have on Sharif. He's going to come off for C.J. Miller. Sharif, 10 points in the quarter. Oh, a lot of hands there. We got Russ on the floor. Oh, no, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. It can't get the flush.
Joey's handling that pretty well.
Well, the lob was there. Minute 34. Let's see what Coach McNesby does. With Sharif Jackson on the bench, they're going to go to Sammy Jackson on the block. Miller. That's a miss. Big miss.
Big miss. Robinson playing big minutes here. They played the whole quarter. Too much dribbling, man.
Yeah,
too much dribbling.
Exposes the ball a little bit there. Get Samaj coming off. Makes Samaj Stone from Russell. Big bucket. Hey, this game's tied.
High score. Good job. Good hands by Seth.
And this ball's going to stay. Go back to Archbishop Bryan with a chance to retake the lead. Matt Johnson. They kind of Roman backs off a little here. 45 seconds left. Matt's got to get it over. He does. Hughes and Miller. Now they're going to go to Russell. There's 30 seconds left.
End of 3, Ted. We got Father Judge 51, St. Joe Prep 49. And there's some meaning to that game other than even though St. Joe Prep has locked up the 1 seed.
Yeah, right in front of us. And they double team Matt. They put him in a tough spot. They get a foul.
Yeah. It might have been a bailout there.
That foul on Sutton. And we're going to shoot. No good. Chance for Matt to give us a lead here. 15.7 seconds left. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us. Fourth quarter should be fun.
Yes.
Johnson misses both. And now Roman.
Even after we were able to sustain that blow, we've now missed 2 foul shots and we had a missed dunk.
It's 3. Sutton.
Good job.
Sutton on Johnson. He fades away, fires, no good. Maybe not the shot they wanted, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And
hopefully Joey can get them down to talking a little bit about the pressure and potentially get them relaxed and calm.
After an 11-point lead going into half. Archbishop Bryan tied at 39 for their playoff lives. Do we know who has the ball coming out of the quarter, Billy?
I think it's Ryan's ball. Last tie-up was Roman Catholic.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. This is Ted Westervelt along with the great Billy Everett bringing you today's action. Archbishop Bryan playing for their playoff lives. They control their own destiny here. If they win this game today, they're in the playoffs. If not, there are so many different scenarios. The biggest one will happen at 1:30, where O'Hara plays LaSalle. That'll be a game of interest. LaSalle wins. Ryan most likely in the playoffs in some capacity, either 9 or 10. At 9 or 10. A win today here for Archbishop Bryan. They have a chance to even host a 7-10 play-in game. So
we did get an update. Newman Goretti with a 72-59 lead on Wood.
Go ahead.
I think that Archbishop would, if things fall out,
That really, yeah.
he could be one of the guys looking out. But again, they also want LaSalle.
Right, because
They
there's
also-
so many other things that have to happen. So stay tuned. Big 8 minutes. Please text the link to your friends. Go, hey, check the Ryan game out. They're tied with Roman. Again, playing a top 4 team very, very well for 2.5 quarters. Credit Roman Catholic with great pressure. Ryan still, you can see they're
Ruffin's back in. Robinson is out.
so giving the freshmen some big minutes.
Yeah. We also see that Sutton is not in the game right now.
This is number 5, Seth Gay. He's in the game.
Ryan's with the 5 that started for them. Good job pulling Sharif far from the basket.
Ryan, patient. There's Matt Johnson going left. They're going to get Malik with a moving screen. Wow. Is that 4 for him?
Yeah, that's four on him, and it's tough because you're looking down there and there's only one other guy that's been in the game. It's a hard time to start subbing someone.
Oh. Russell overplay on Sharif. Sharif keeps the ball. Sharif with an armbar hold finds the offensive rebound. Short. Didn't elevate. Ball on the floor. That's Miller. Edwards. Jackson. C.J. Miller. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Ooh. And Russ has to take that foul.
Yeah, some tough bounces there. We're still seeing Miller taking a lot of shots.
Mark Anthony Gallagher going to check in for Seth. And you'll see Tyler Sutton check in for the freshman Ruffin. Sammy to Miller underneath. Oh, and Russell takes a risk reward. Big block by Russ. Ryan in need of a stop.
Here's an interesting one that blows everything up. End of 3, Comwell Egan 49, Archbishop Carroll 38.
Doesn't surprise me. But right here, right now, 6:35 left in this ball game. C.J. Miller at the line. And he gives the Cahillites the lead. Good. C.J. Miller makes both. It's a 2-point lead for Roman.
In a tough spot again.
Yeah,
Joe's going to be forced to use a timeout.
They got to get it over. And he does to Mark Anthony Gallagher. Back to Russ in the lane. Up good. Oh, no, rolls off.
That's a tough.
Here comes the big guy down the floor. Sharif Jackson, the kick. Fire. Short.
Every rebound they're getting. Every rebound.
Malik Hughes gets the ball. Smart play by Malik. A lot of contact down there. And these guys playing with foul trouble. It's tough.
It is tough.
It is so tough. Look at this long pressure from Roman. Samaj gives it up. Sammy Jackson. And that foul, it's going to put
Listen, the body language and the who me, not me, not me. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Enough. Let's get back to playing basketball and let's get back to, knowing what's at stake here.
good. This is their best free throw shooter, Sammy Jackson is. He's over 80%. Makes both. And now that lead 4. Samaj can run baseline and does. Seth Gay, they're going to bail him out with a foul. I think that foul was on Ruffin. Is that only the second foul for Roman this quarter? Or, yes, first, excuse me. Matt Johnson, looks like they break easy. Here they come. Samaj up the floor. Samaj draws contact, gets it to Malik, short. Does he get his own offensive rebound? The ball was alive. Oh, good spin by Sutton up the floor. Roman bench wanting the goaltend. That's a good block, I think. Fouls on Matt. And to the line. The transfer from the George School, Tyler Sutton.
We got a minute left. We got Father Judge 65-60 over St. Joe Prep.
And Sutton turns it into a 5-point lead, possibly 6. In and out. Rush with the rebound. Ryan in need of a bucket. A 3 would be great. Here goes a 3 from Russell. No good. Back iron. Sharif too big. Out to Miller. Which Miller was right in the lane. Puts it up and good.
Good job by him.
C.J. Miller. Russell falls. Oh, nice putback by Samaj Stone. Timeout.
We got plenty of time left here, Ted. We just got to be able to break any pressure that they have. And we hope they don't go back to wanting to slow the game down now that they have taken a lead.
Yeah. Ryan needs to stop. Big 3. It's only a 5-point game. Roman good from the foul line with some of their bigger players. So let's see what Joe can draw up on the clipboard. You know, that length was just and has been just too much.
Yeah. It gets to you after a while. You know, them being that big and strong. I mean, Joey's put a really good game plan together. Had them not having a lot of paint touches.
Right.
And let's face it, we've got a lot of guys out here took a lot. I can't wait to see the charts. We have guys that taken more shots in this game they've taken
right
in probably any game all year.
Roman came out.
Robinson and Miller have not shot this many shots.
Well, you know, I wonder if it was the paint off the wall kind of halftime for Roman.
Yes, and you knew the adjustments were coming.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark. It's a 5-point game. Roman with the ball. C.J. Miller. He's had a nice third quarter. Sutton to Sammy Jackson. They get Sharif out high with Russ. .435. A very patient Roman Catholic. Turns down the layup, but he's going to take the 3 instead. Good. Wow. Tyler Sutton. Lead is 8. Samaj from Seth. They kick back to Seth. Seth for 3. Over the contest. No good.
Ted, this has been a tale of 2 halves.
Hasn't it? Mark Anthony Gallagher ready to check back in. And you'll see the sting come out of this ball right now.
Yeah.
Or not. Sharif, no. Oh, they get Seth on the foul. They're going to get Seth on the foul. I was surprised that he went to the basket there and didn't go back out and start over again.
Yeah, and we see here, Ted, some of the playing some young guys, you see some deficiencies on the defensive end. Joe's very, very frustrated. Yelling he wants the ball. You know, they've had second and third chances now in the second, third, and fourth quarter.
And Roman Catholic extending their lead. And what did you say? How did you describe it in the beginning?
Phone booth.
They put it in the phone booth.
They put you in a phone booth.
Yeah.
This day and age, a lot of people don't even know.
I was about to say, anybody under 40 years old doesn't know what that is. And how's there not a foul call there?
Yeah.
Wow, it is not going Archbishop Ryan's way.
No.
Oh, they're going to get Miller, who's just running the floor. He's having a good time this second half. Russ, step around, short. Samaj gets an offensive rebound and good. Samaj Stone. Lead is 10 for Roman. Tyler Sutton, offensive foul. A break Ryan needs. They need a quick three. Quite frankly, they can get a quick three here, change momentum a little bit. Let's go, boys.
We got Conwell Egan, 56-45 with 4 minutes left. Look, I don't know who's playing, who's not playing for Carroll. That has been the most disappointment of the year.
We'll talk about that at the game end. They find Mark Anthony Gallagher. He's going to do a long two, and it goes in. Round and round it goes, but it drops.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony Gallagher with a big bucket. Ryan needed that. Now I got to get another stop. Here we go.
After that play last time, they've pulled Sutton out of the game.
Samaj fights through that screen. Timeout, Coach McNesby, with 2:49 left. You know, if you're going to put guys in the foul line for Roman, really you're looking at, you can't go Edwards, he's over 80%. You can't go Sammy Jackson, he's over 80%. So where do you go? Maybe Sutton is 75. So they're gonna beat you. It's gonna be difficult, according to the numbers, for Ryan to make Roman pay from the line. We're at 2:49, 53-45. Billy Everett helping out, giving the bench some updates.
They're looking for some updates.
Biggest thing for Archbishop Ryan at this point, if they can't pull this out, will be for you all to watch Bob Long Sports. Check out the LaSalle O'Hara game. I believe tip-off is 1:30.
Based on scores coming in, the game has become more important than ever.
Yeah, yep. Roman with the ball. 2:45. Jackson, guarded by Russell. Not even interested in looking at the hoop. Russell can't foul. He's got 5. Samaj trying to draw a foul. No. Russell. Miller to Jackson. Good. Sharif Jackson. Different player in the second half here tonight, fellas.
Sure he was.
3 missed. 2:05 left in this regular season for Archbishop Ryan. The Roman Catholic going into their very disciplined possessions at the end of the game. We've seen this time and time again. Nice defense by Samaj. And a timeout by Coach McNesby.
We do got a final. Father Judge has defeated St. Joe Prep. So we will not have an undefeated.
No, we will not. Are the polls
still-
greased at Cotman and Frankford?
I don't know.
For that, for,
Well, they had a couple losses of their own. I don't think they better be greased for maybe tonight, but
Judge
I don't know for
Yahoo Blue go there.
Yeah.
Holy cow! You know what? It's funny because it just makes. Well, I would like to have seen someone try to run the table. You know, you look at it two ways. They got their loss out of the way. Now they can go and make a run. But we're still here with a minute 46. It's a 10-point game. We've seen miracles before. I think we need one now.
Yes, we do.
And they foul Sammy Jackson as he goes to the bucket. The foul's on Malik. Malik with his 5th. 13 on the night. A really, really good first half. He was one of the reasons why. But they just couldn't get in a set long enough to have him develop and get some space. And Sammy Jackson uncharacteristically misses that free throw.
I'm going to have some updates for you, Ted, once we find out the Egan final. Hopefully we're still on, and also the Wood Newman Goretti final.
Makes 1 of 2. Here comes Russ up the floor. They break the press. Russ athletically to the hoop.
And that's
Nicely
what
done.
he's really good at.
Up the floor. This might be fun. C.J. Miller.
Yeah, and he's had a really good fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've had trouble with him. Lead back to 11, minute 16. Wild shot by Seth.
And what you talk about, the cream rises to the top. That's what we've seen here.
Yeah, this is a really, really. It's not deep.
No.
They can. There are some holes, I think.
Yeah,
they're not a perfect team by any stretch, but
you watch and you see so
big plays. This is the way that they just blanketed Archbishop Ryan in that third quarter. 45 seconds left. They're gonna hold it for as long as they can, and the lead's 11 comfortably.
Yeah. We're gonna dive deep on some things before we go to give our audience an idea of what is the potential is, based on what we see.
25 seconds. Samaj takes a foul. It was the one thing we talk about from our perspective of playing the high profile teams. It's really been the same story. It's amazing. So your glass is half full the whole time because you know what you see.
Yeah.
As they run the clock out here. 58-47 on this Super Sunday. Archbishop Ryan goes down. They end their Catholic League season with 4 wins. 4-8 on the year.
No, 5-8.
Or 5-8, excuse me, my apologies. 5-8, my apologies. And now we get to see what the rest of the league is doing.
So let's dive into that real quick as we see. And if we see the 2 finals that are still left on the board, Newman Goretti with a handily lead on Wood, and Commonwealth Egan with a handily lead on Carroll. If that was the case, then the game still to play, O'Hara and LaSalle would go like this.